So my biggest issues with Millie are her biting us and leash pulling. She has aggression towards other dogs and people of all ages. We can't have any people over. She won't allow us to clip her nails or even touch her paws sometimes. She barks at pretty much any noises outside, and when we try to correct her or pull her away, she'll attempt to bite. I'll try to make her go into her kennel for certain things, and she'll get aggressive with me with that. She likes to bite when given direction. Like if I try to grab her collar, like 2 nights ago or 2 or 3 nights ago, she did this on both sides because I was trying to get her to go to her kennel and she didn't want to listen, so I grabbed her collar, tried to direct her, and she just turned and bit me. Yep. Jumping on the counters and the sliding glass door, safeguarding items that she steals or we give to her, and she'll become aggressive. She gets aggressive when we put on the muzzle, like she tried to get me when I put it on today. And I'd say the last one is she purposely tries to wet us and the furniture. She'll go drink water and she'll try to wet us. Anything she can, she'll run at us. And then a lot of times when I try to dry her, she'll get aggressive, but she doesn't usually bite specifically with that, but she still gets really aggressive.
Yeah, and what does that look like in that case?
A lot of times she'll just come up and dunk her mouth in, doesn't even drink, tries to run at us, and I'll grab a towel and try to intercept her. And I'll hold her and try to get her mouth, and as I'm trying to dry her, start growling and get aggressive with that too.
Okay. So as far as priorities, I'm going to list it as far as I think it goes, and let me know if you agree or not.
Yep.
Priority number 1, aggression towards you. We need that to resolve.
Yep.
Then the next one is being able to bring people into your home.
Agree with that.
And then I say everything that involves with you in that kind of situation, you know, that. So there's a lot of things that connect to the aggression towards you.
Yes.
But then I would say the third priority would be out and about.
Yep. And being able to take her out and see other things.
Even
animals.
just seeing it would be awesome.
Yep.
Not even necessarily interacting, but just even be able to pass by would be great. Okay, so anything that you want to add or mention since it's been a minute since we spoke?
It's been about the same issues. Not a whole lot has changed. We tried to implement some of the stuff that we talked about, but
yeah. I didn't figure it was going to change much, but at least it's starting to move us in the direction we're going to go.
Exactly.
But yeah, so let's end up getting her out. I'll take this. And awesome. Any last thing?
You want me to grab everything?
I'm gonna go set and then if you want to just take first inside this, that would be perfect because I just want to get moving. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Sweet. Roll up the rug. I'm gonna roll up the rug because potentially she's going to pee and poop out of fear. But she has to go through this. So we'll see. Quiet. Quiet. This is going to be really hard for people to watch. She's scared. All she knows is aggression. We then get scared and we don't want to put pressure on her and all that. So this just continues to get worse and worse and worse.
So I'd like to elaborate a little bit for the people that don't understand what I mean when I talk about putting pressure on Millie. When I move towards Millie, touch Millie, these are forms of pressure. And as you saw, when I applied that pressure, she became assertive, dominant, and aggressive towards me. And this is where people will experience fear. They become afraid. And what they do with that fear is they move away, back off, they stop. And what this does is it reinforces Millie's beliefs, her position, her aggression, her dominance. And this is not what we want. And so what you saw is when I applied that pressure, I did not back off, move away, stop. I continued with it. And you saw Millie put up a fight. She's determined. But she eventually gave in. And this is where she gives in. And now I'm in this process of just kind of checking her out, still touching her body, around her head, her ears, her belly, her legs, her paws. And I'm just allowing for her to experience this, and then I'm going to remove this pressure, but I want to make sure that I don't remove it when she's being assertive, dominant, or aggressive. I want to remove it when she is being submissive, subordinate. She's accepting what I'm doing. And so this is what I mean about putting pressure on her. I had to move her through this because she's learned that she can use aggression to deal with her problems. And I don't want her to think that she should or needs to use aggression against me. And so this is the beginning stages of forming a relationship with her. And what you're going to see in this video is how she starts to have positive changes because of the leadership. So I'm addressing the relationship first between her and I, so that then I can carry her through other situations like with dogs and other people. So we're getting to know each other here. So as you can see, she's now accepting me touching her, handling her. And this is exactly what I was looking to be able to do. So now that she's accepting me doing this, I'm going to back off and give her some time to process what just took place. And it's important that I give her this time to process. I don't want to do too much at once. I don't want to move on too quickly. And I myself am going to take it as a time to reflect and process as well, and be here in the present moment with her. I want her to experience me. I want to experience her. This is all about relationship, and not relationship from a pet perspective, but actually looking through nature's lens, understanding the dog perspective, Millie's perspective, understanding me as a human being, me looking inward. And so I'm always looking to reflect and observe, because I always want to learn and grow and be better at what I do. Something that came to my mind is these two are starting to bark, especially her. And I told them to be quiet because I don't want them feeding into the situation. I want her to see that I have things under control and I can influence these things. And so I tell her to be quiet. She gets my point. She lays down and lets me handle the situation. And it's perfect. Let's see what time we're at. All right. I'm going to need to keep going.
definitely strong. This will be interesting. Let me set the camera up here. So we're going to be picking up Thea. We'll see how this goes. There we go. Quiet.
How's it going?
She has this intensity, that's for sure.
Yeah, I feel it.
So we're at the gas station, and I don't know if the 360 camera died or not, but the gas attendant's been able to come and deal with the pump, and I've been able to communicate to where she feels that she shouldn't get involved in that. Hey. And so I'm just staying on top of this. Perfect. Now we'll wait to see how she feels when he comes back. No, I do not. Thank you so much. You as well. Wait. I want her to realize she's safe. You don't need to be doing this. I'm not a threat. You're not going to get me to back away and intimidate me. I'm here.
And you're going to see that I'm here for you. And I got your back. So. Patience. And my body is mainly facing this direction. Let me turn it around here. So her ears started to go forward, and she was like, what's going on out there? And so I'm going to say something. Outward, to the environment. Not even directed at her. I'm gonna exit out. I'm gonna call Thea and let her know that she can shut the door and garage door. I'll be right back.
All right. So it's been about 4 hours since we were last here. We had to go pick up Thea from work and then take her to the house that she is house and pet sitting for. And we had some dinner there with her. I had Millie put up in a room by herself while we were eating and hanging out there for a while. And then, as you saw in the last clip, when I went and put her back into the truck, she was growling at me. And so I just ended up hanging out there until she settled in.
So we're going to be looking at touching her again.
So I'm now going to touch her and look at the difference. There's no aggression towards me. I'm going to end up taking a deep breath in here, letting go of any tension I may be holding on to. The whole goal here is for her to accept me handling and touching her. And so what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up pulling her into me, close to my body. And she's going to give some resistance away, as you see here. And then she moves in, and we're going to be right here for a little bit.
So she's starting to move down. And I'm going to be looking at, again, handling her, manipulating her body. Taking it slow. I'm feeling my way through it, feeling her, reading her. So I give it a little push here, a little pull, and you can see she's starting to rotate. And now I'm going to spin her a little bit here. And then she goes onto her side. And she relaxes her head, touching her paws. Checking her out. And as you can see, she's accepting this. It's fantastic. It's beautiful. So now I'm going to, again, give her some time to process what just took place. And I myself will take the time to reflect and process as well. So this concludes the first day here with Millie. It went fantastic, move in the right direction, and we're going to continue moving forward.
Hey, 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 chill out. Come on, Millie. Good, how are you? She. Huh? She's Hey, hey. Chill out. I think she's doing all right. I mean, she's wanted to attack people. Hey.
She has.
Yeah, eat it.
Like right now.
Nah, like she's doing pretty good. Like with her wiggly butt. That's good fun.
Yeah. See how.
Millie, come here. I'm gonna walk past you and see what she thinks about it. Come on, Millie. Come on. Millie. Millie. Come on. Come on. Yeah, to me, she just has to get around these situations, and you got to move her through it. You know.
She's got to change her little.
Come here.
That's what she's used to. She has to feel aggression. That's not how you. Maybe that's what she. Because you can't ever see me talk, and you can see her at work. But she called me. So anyway, I told her.
Hey. This has been a weird winter. I was sitting outside with a shirt, t-shirt, with a t-shirt earlier. The sun was out, and like, yeah, I know. But it's been warm, so. So you just follow me in. And then feel free to sit down. How you been?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Good to see you.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I know. Hey, get off. Come on, off. Hey, go up. Yeah, this dog, the owners haven't been able to bring anybody into their home.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she bites them. Yeah, so I think she did really well.
Yeah.
Because you were able to walk right in.
Yeah.
She was just being wiggly. So that's good. Yeah.
That's crazy though.
Yeah. I mean, she's been something else, but we're making headway. But yeah, so as far as things go, I had some questions and stuff written out.
Yeah.
Are you wanting me to kind of go through so you have an idea of what to expect, or do you want to try to just go and naturally unfold into it? What would you prefer?
Go with flow kind of thing.
Cool. Sounds good to me. So I'm gonna put her up in here. Millie, come on. Hey, Millie, come here. Come here. Inside. Millie, inside. Come on, inside. I know. Stay in here. Cool. Alright, so most likely Millie's barking. And that, to some degree, yeah, is just genetic. She's barking. Now she sees me and she stopped. Even though this woman walked by the truck. Now she stops. Perfect. So everything that we look at doing is understanding things from nature's perspective. Because if we think that we're going to get her to just stop seeing things from a dog's perspective, we're going to be in an uphill battle. So, hey, settle down. So I'm letting her know. Chill out. Last night she was barking at the gas attendant and stuff when I went in. Went into the convenience store. And when I come out, she stops. And if she continues, I'll let her know, cut it out. And make her feel that she needs to stop. So we have people next to us. And here, I'll look at actually getting her out and show you kind of how she is. Come on, Millie. Come on, girl. So, this gentleman standing over here. Now we'll go back in. Inside. Hey, inside. Hey, inside. Hey. Millie. Hey, inside. I've said it multiple times, but this is a stubborn dog. and so we have to be persistent. All right, back to my mom's house where we're currently at. While our heater situation, I resolved that. I think I got it figured out, but I think that the relay switch is going in and out. But we have people and stuff coming around the vehicle. Shh. Hey, you settle down. Hey, you hear me? Okay. Well, I'm going to get back to driving, and we'll be back. I found that this girl likes to sleep in. She likes to sleep in. She doesn't like getting up in the early morning with the pack. No, she does not. So, we let her sleep in. That's fine by me. And then we just come and get her a little bit later. She would have been sleeping. She would have continued sleeping. And we're at a little past 10. Got projects going on around the house. Looking forward to getting those done. You want to go straight to the bathroom? Doesn't surprise me. So we've been having Millie's owners come over once a week for the last 3 weeks, and we're going to continue doing this. We're at the reintroduction phase of the process.
Millie's been staying with us for a while now because she has been aggressive to people, dogs, and even the owners. The owners have not been able to bring people over to their home. They haven't been able to get around other dogs. And they have not been able to control her, get her to listen. And that's obviously a big problem when you have a dog like Millie that's powerful. So what we're doing is we're slowly reintroducing them back together so that it's not so overwhelming. They can practice, they can learn within our environment. And so since Millie can be very pushy and not listen, we're starting off by teaching them how to communicate that they want space. Leave them alone. And I'm having them do this with all the dogs, not just Millie, so that they can practice the language of dogs. And so they're learning. And today, only one of the owners could show up. But in this next clip, you're going to see this being practiced, communicating and asking for space. And they're doing a good job. They're in the learning process. But it's huge seeing that Millie is listening to the owner, because this is something that wasn't able to be done prior. And so let's check it out. So we're having Millie's owner walk out to his truck, and he's going to come back in and look at setting boundaries with these dogs. He's going to walk right back into the house and let them know, give him space. He doesn't want to be checked out. So here he comes. And then right there.
Back. Go.
And then just, yep. Perfect. And then just move right to the seat. Yep. Just like this. Awesome. And then you'll sit down and you'll create this bubble right here. Go.
Get. Go.
There you go. And just think about this bubble. Right here. I'd say something.
Millie, go.
And I just keep it simple. Just go, get, like, and you don't have to use their name. That it's a habit that a lot of people get into. Millie, sit. Millie, heel. Millie, you know. Just say what you don't like. The name to me is more of like to get their attention, to come, like it's more of that than their name to tell them to go or something like that. So the last time this man was here, Millie went after him. There she is. Hey. Ah. Hey. You hear me? So I want those hackles and her little nub to go down. Hey.
second. I thought she was outside, but she's in here. Yeah, this is the second time they're meeting. And like I said, the first time she went after him. Came up, spelled him for a second, and then exploded at him. Hey. What are you doing? Hey. Hey! You don't need that on. These two out here having a good time.
So I missed it, but Millie was pushing Charlie's buttons, and Charlie said, "Knock it off." And she listened. She needs that. She can want to push and be too much. And so Charlie setting his boundaries helps balance her out, make her more social, make her more enjoyable to be around. Beautiful. He dominated and disciplined her. This is what I'm talking about us needing to do with our dogs.
Trash truck. And Millie is just here chilling. Hey, hey. Shh. Back. Hey. Put her in the car and see if you can bark her head off while I go inside. Hey, you chill out.
I do. I like the setup. Alright, well, we'll see you later.
Alright, sounds
Good
good.
to see you
Yes,
again.
good to see you.
Sorry we don't get any more time.
Oh, yeah.
And I completely missed you last visit.
Yeah,
At
it's
some point I will spend time with you, I promise.
yeah, no, it's all good.
I just have to come and not try to fit so much in it, work and people and everything. Well, I love it. House is fabulous.
you're parking too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
parking too, which is nice too. With like, it just gives more parking and the training on ability. Push into it.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, we'll do. Have a good one. Good seeing you. Millie. Come on, Millie. Millie. Come on. So when you walk and they try to come up to you and to her, I want you to be like backing them off. But I want you to feel like you're looking for the Goldilocks zone just as much as you need. Because it's about conserving energy. Because if you burn your energy, they'll wear you out and they'll kill you. Like if you're dealing with like a pack, like, you know, everything's about this idea of survival. So don't think that if I go more intense, that necessarily will mean that it'll put a stop to things. You want to just, hey, it's like dealing with people. You don't just go to like punching them in the face. You say, hey, buddy. You know, some people they do, but it's like, hey, enough. Like, but you might at first just keep moving, right? And they want to keep on, like, seriously, stop following me and stop doing that. So when you come in, you're gonna just kind of do a lap, and I think I picked up most of the dog poop, all kind of pointed out so that you can focus more on everything else versus I don't want to step in poop and I also have these dogs. Okay, so any questions about this?
Yeah.
Okay. And so right there.
Go.
Yep. And then you're taking your time right there.
Go.
Yep. And then you got to be aware of your surroundings because once you get in here, you're gonna have like a more of a 360 degree
Go.
right behind you.
Get.
Yep. Exactly.
Go.
Yep. And then right
Hey.
there. Yep. Perfect. And then you keep moving through.
Go.
And I would just walk and don't even worry about telling her to come and all that stuff. Yep.
Hey, go.
Yep. And I think that you could probably even tone it down more with some of the personalities. Yep. And you'll just do your little lap and then you'll come back into the mix here. And she's just peeing. And the most important piece, I think, is being able to like come into that feeling and then come out of it. Go in and out. It's easy to get locked into a real serious place. Right here.
Hey.
There you go. And then come all the way back up over here. And this is like, now we're out on the street, okay? So you want her to stay behind and not come towards Kay. This is like you're meeting someone, right? Because she can't go up to every single buddy.
Yeah.
We can't approach every single dog.
Yeah.
She also needs to see that when you're inserting yourself, don't join in. Don't get all reactive with me on this, right? And she didn't. She went, oh, I don't want to get involved, right? So now you feel free you can drop the leash.
and then just kind of move over here and then we'll let everything unfold. But any questions or anything?
That's pretty effective.
Yeah.
It helps her understand that I'll handle situations.
Yeah,
handle them.
because she hasn't felt this way,
No.
right? That she has felt that she has to handle things,
Yep.
and then she has to deal with you on top of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And so what happens too is that you're not only working on your ability to speak up with her, you're seeing that, oh, I can voice my opinion. If I feel uncomfortable about something, I can say something. I don't have to say that. If I said, my dogs are friendly, you don't have to say, okay, well then I have to allow all of this.
Yep.
And what if my dog is taking this as a problem, and now they're thinking they have to deal with all this and they don't want to? Then they start reacting to it, right? So there's so many angles that you have to look and can approach, because I could also let these dogs come up, and then if my dog overreacts to a social situation, knock it off. Like, there's angles.
Yep.
But I want you to feel that if you're feeling insecure and you feel like you don't have the control, like, you have to put some parameters on some things. Don't just cross your fingers.
So on this journey thus far, we've made lots of progress with Millie. We've introduced her to many new dogs, many new people. She's made multiple new friends. Her owners are continuing to put in the work and make the changes necessary in order for them to have success, which I'm so grateful to see, because I've seen many people unwilling to put in the work and make the changes necessary for their dog. And it's so heartbreaking to see, because ultimately the dog pays the price with their life. And so when I get clients like Millie's owners who are willing to put in the work and make the changes for the life of their dog, it warms my heart and it makes everything worthwhile. But our journey with Millie is not over yet. We're going to continue to help Millie's owners socialize Millie to new dogs and new people. We're going to help Millie's owners gain more skills, knowledge, and experience. They understand that this is for the life of their dog. And so I want to end this with hearing some thoughts from one of Millie's owners.
When you think about your life now with Millie, do you feel that there's this optimism of the future versus, I'm guessing you felt pretty hopeless?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, completely. Even though she's not perfect, and I don't ever expect her to be perfect, I'm gonna need to continue to grow and be what she needs. Yeah, I'm much more excited for the future, and now I feel like I'm looking at it, I'm like, she's only got 6-7 years left. I'm like, that's not enough time. Whereas before, just like, I got to deal with this for 6 or 7 more years, you know?
Yes. I've had so many clients where they're in such hard positions where they do not want to kill or give up their dogs, because if they give them up, they're going to most likely be killed anyway.
Absolutely.
And they don't want that to happen, but they're in these tough situations where they then start feeling bad that they're almost looking forward to the day that they die.
Yeah.
You know, but they don't want to be the one that says that they need to die today.
Yep.
They want them to have a life, but then they start thinking,
well, what kind of life is that? I mean, it's a very heavy thing. And that's why I love when people that really want to save their dogs' lives, they can make the changes. And then the way that they start to look at life, the way they feel about things start to change. And I often find that their life itself starts to change when they're really actually doing it for real.
Yep.
They start saying, oh my gosh, Scott, you know, my relationships with people, I'm finding that I'm not being walked all over like I used to be, or
Yep.
I was able to end some relationships that weren't serving me, or hey Scott, I finally I stepped into the fear of switching careers, and I was able to move forward in a new direction.
Yep.
Because I've realized now that it's not about not having fear, it's about moving forward with that fear and understanding that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
Don't let it hold you back, right? And so I'm wondering about your life. Do you feel that you're seeing these kind of changes in your life?
Yeah, I was looking at even changing careers before, but didn't even know quite how, especially with dealing with all this. And I feel like I'm much more confident to be able to do it now, and just really just being able to enjoy life more. Like, it was this constant battle. I felt like it was harder for me in my relationship. I feel like everything's kind of gotten better in general since I've been able to handle her, and I feel confident in being able to deal with Millie. And like, my girlfriend has taken a step back with trying to deal with her, and it's made their relationship 10 times better.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to know too about your actual relationship with your girlfriend, because I can only imagine that it's making things better within your relationship with each other.
Yep.
Because when you're dealing with that kind of stress, I mean,
Yeah, that was probably the biggest stressor was Millie, and Millie's bitten her 1 or 2 times also, and she couldn't deal with it. It was way too much for her, and she wasn't able to. I mean, I wasn't able to properly deal with her, and that's why we had to reach out for help. But she was trying too, and it was so hard for her, and to see how she would react to her when we'd try to discipline her and she wouldn't listen or do anything. And now she just has taken a step back. She lets me deal with it, and now she just gets the enjoyment of a dog who actually listens, and that's what she wanted.
Yeah, and that's where I think that it's where you're not only supporting Millie, but you're also supporting where your girlfriend's at, right? But yeah, any last things?
Yeah, if anybody is considering going this route and they're skeptical or they have questions, please reach out to me to see if you want to ask me any questions about my experience, because if you have a dog that sounds like Millie in any way, shape, or form and you feel hopeless, this is the route to go. So please reach out to me. I can confirm and talk to whoever.
Awesome, I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Scott.